He's actually right down the street. It's on Grand River. He's right down the street.
Oh, well,
He's down the street from you.
Yeah, not far. It's about 15 minutes. Yep.
okay, all right. I'm go live over here, and I'm gonna mute the sucker. And of course, somebody wants to call as soon as I start doing this. That's wild.
Yeah, we got echo too.
Oh my god, I can't even find how to mute. Somebody wants to call as soon as I start doing this. Yo, okay, all right. Hold on, real quick. Y'all talk real quick. I gotta mute this real quick.
All right.
What's up?
Yes.
Y'all still hear me though?
Man, it's been a while since we've done a main.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, I'm good. I just muted my laptop mic. Okay, there we go. So I can hear y'all from my other monitor.
Okay.
Word.
Oh, all right, people. First off, welcome in. This is the first time we ever went live on Instagram. We live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. Welcome to the Martial Arts Internet Network end of the year show. It has been a transformative year. It has been a great year. It has been a expansive year. It has also been a sad year, but it's also been we've been in the cocoon for the last 6 months, 8 months, whatever. But we have representatives from each one of our shows. We got Fist, Kicks and Flicks originator Eugene Plowden in the building. We have one half of Alex Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. That's just Alex Damon. Jeff may jump on it sometime, but he's doing some stuff with his team, Revolution. We have the newest member of Martial Arts Internet Network, Brett Shumway, with the traditional way. I like to play on your name. I like to play on your name. And we have Chris Walker, the originator, one of the originators of the Martial Arts Internet Network in the podcast space of CTE. Yes, we always going to be CTE. And we got an announcement later that we're going to announce because Chris is coming back for a podcast that you guys are going to want to be on. And it starts in a couple of weeks. So with that being said, gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Fantabulous. I'm having a great time.
Oh yeah, man. Ready.
2023 was one heck of a year.
Hey, I'm getting different comments inside of Instagram, so I'm gonna be shouting stuff out because it's completely different. We got a lot of people watching on Instagram, so
word.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
So yes. Go ahead. He's in Argentina.
That's dope. Prestige worldwide over here.
Yes, we are. We are 1,000%. We are worldwide. But go ahead. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? How was the year for you guys? How are you guys feeling? How was the holidays? Let's start there. How was Christmas and going into New Year's? Are you stressed? Did you eat enough?
Yep.
Too much.
Yep.
I'm not stressed.
It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. Christmas Eve, Christmas, even the day after, it was like totally immersed in the kids and then everything. Bought too much, ate too much, definitely drank too much. All right, had ourselves a great time, but at this point, it's like we need to be done. We need to be done with all of that. Wait. Some kind of normalcy.
What is your drink of choice during the holidays?
Oh, so this is interesting. I was actually wondering if we would bring this up. So I kind of like just sipping on a bourbon. I don't put any ice in it. I don't put any mixer in it. I just would rather just have a small amount of really good stuff. However, I was hanging out at a buddy's house late last night, and he had Lagavulin scotch, right? Now, I've heard of this, never had this. So apparently it's called a peaty scotch. I don't know if you guys have ever had this before. Brett, you're saying you have?
Yeah, peaty is just that's how they talk about scotch. It's the flavor.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Essentially, here's what it is. It's very good.
Like dirt?
Wood.
No, but it's not like a bite. Like when you drink it, you're not like, nothing. It's smooth as ice, man. It's great. But it does taste like you're drinking a campfire. There is so smoky. Like in the glass, because I had this nice glass, but I rinsed it out. And then later I'm like, all right, let me try this thing. And I brought a couple of new nice gems that I had. This thing called Heaven's Door, this other one at J. Henry. And then, oh gosh, what else did I bring? What is Glenn Levitt, right? It was ruined. that stuff is so smoky that it ruined like my palate. All I could taste in the morning when I woke up, all I could taste was smoke from one glass of it. It was nutty. So, I
Well,
don't know. What about you guys? What's your drink of choice?
Well, it's nothing. Hey, you're talking about the smokiness flavor. So my wife and I tried that. You see that stuff that's on Instagram and Facebook where like you can cover up your alcohol and burn some wood and put some smoke into your bourbon and whatnot.
I'm good.
Yeah, we bought one and tried it. It took like 2 sips out of it, threw it away. All the woods, all the stuff's in the trash. I think I kept a butane lighter for some creme brulee. That's it. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
I was watching all these videos and I was like, it might be nice. I like this good smoked. Like I like things that are smoked, meat, whatnot. Let's try it with my bourbon. No, it was horrible. I don't know if some people might like it. I couldn't do it.
Also,
Oh, you know what? Here's one thing.
hold on. I don't want to jinx it, but Gene, do you see the score
What score?
of the Pistons?
Nah.
he's in the
Why?
West right now.
Why? I mean, they play in Boston. Like,
They're up 19.
huh?
They're up 19.
For now.
Yeah, I know, but hey,
Was it second quarter? Was it second quarter?
You're a Detroit sports pessimist, aren't you?
Travis is
Who?
a hater. He's a
Gene,
hater.
Gene.
Yes. Huh?
You say Eugene?
No.
Yeah, you're a
You,
Detroit
man.
sports
No.
pessimist.
No. The Pistons. They're playing Boston.
I'm not a hater of the Pistons.
Travis been a hater of the Pistons since 1987.
That is your business history.
He only
Okay.
cheers for the Pistons and Detroit teams when they're winning. He's not.
That
he
is
don't-
not
he
true.
don't
That
get
is
down-
not. That is not true.
He does not
That is
get
not
down in
true.
the gutter with us. He
That is
doesn't
not true
suffer
at all.
with us.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That is
He
not
doesn't
true.
do
Okay.
that. He
That is
doesn't
not
suffer
true.
with us.
I
And the
first
first
off-
chance he
first
got,
off-
he jumped on Michael Jordan's back and rolled
Hey,
with
who
him. The
put me on
first
Michael
chance he
Jordan?
got,
Wait, who put me on Michael Jordan?
I did.
Okay, then. All right.
I did.
All right,
I
then.
didn't know you was gonna do like that. I didn't know you was gonna run
It's
around.
not like he made a
I didn't know he was gonna run around. I didn't know you was gonna run around writing on Mama's wall Jordan's rules. Write it in the shower, Jordan rule. Writing on the ceiling, Jordan rule. Writing on your bedroom walls. It's like, damn, we got you a poster. We know
But
you
look,
like
it's
them. Like we
because
don't
of how
need
y'all
you to
treated me.
respect it.
It's because of how you, Dad, Rick, and everybody else treated me.
Ski
Y'all
was on
kicked
your
my
side.
back
You had
in
Ski
those
on your
2-3
side.
years that Jordan was getting destroyed by the Pistons. So don't
You
start that.
should have wanted that. You should have wanted that. You're a Detroiter.
What? Y'all didn't teach me that. You taught me about Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
you
look at
created
this
the
guy.
monster that killed y'all. That's how I. That's it. That's what it is.
But no, Alex. It's like what quarter is it, Travis?
Halftime.
Oh hell no. They up by 19. That's nothing. That's nothing. I can't get
Hey.
excited. They're playing Boston. This
Maybe
is
Boston
literally
don't
this
care.
literally could be the worst team
Every
in
other
NBA
team don't
history.
care. I think Boston has the #1 record in the league, so they don't care. I just think they don't care.
But nobody's gonna want to lose to the Pistons.
I think they want this over with, so they can. I don't think everybody wants this over with. They're like, yo, these my dogs. I don't want them
Would
to
you-
keep losing like this.
Would you want to lose to a sport karate person who doesn't win? You would not want that. You don't want to be the one to lose to him.
Right.
No, you don't.
If they, wait.
If I had to fight him 82 times, I might not care a couple of them.
Hold on, wait. That's what I'm saying. If it's somebody like Jermon, and all he does is lose, and I want to give
Yeah,
him,
like, you just gonna put Jermon out like that?
I'm not trying, like, all right, yeah, go ahead and win that game. I'll bow out. You know what I mean? I might not pay attention, and especially if it's like some game that
You said bow out. That's not the same as getting side kicked and hook kicked by Jermon.
no, it's not. But I might give him the point. I might give him the point and then just not really care, like, because like yo, you can't bow out at a local tournament. You don't really care. Like it just is what it is. I might, and he's been dogging and losing. Come on, man. I might let him have it. I might.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we
all right,
talking about alcohol. We were talking about alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta tell you. Speaking of that, I gotta tell you something. So, Lindsay and I threw this huge Christmas party. We call it the Dingman Nutcracker Ball, right? This thing, we had like, I don't know, 70, 80 people at the house. Every year it's just going to get a little bit bigger, all right? Mark it on the calendars. You guys want to make your way here first Saturday in December is going on, right? So we had way too much tequila, like way too much. So we're like, what do we do with all this stuff? So Lindsay says, I'm going to make this drink. I'm going to put it in this big thing. And it was fantastic. She made Whoville spiced margaritas, right? Pretty cool thing. And I'm telling you, man, that I didn't have nothing else. That whole party, I just sucked on those things. That sounded bad. All right. That sounded bad. I'm gonna walk that back. Sipped on those things all night. Can't even walk it back. It's live. Nothing I can do. But no, that was another good drink that we had.
What was in it? What made it Whoville? Like, was it green or something like the Grinch?
She did. She put like some like, what was it, like some kind of leaf garnish in there, but she had like pomegranates and like real cranberries. And she's the bartender, not me. All I know is there was like 3 full bottles of tequila in this thing, so it was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was that name? We had this. Oh, I got this connection. What Kevin Hart's got this tequila. I forget the name of that thing, but it's pretty good. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Los Ovos or something like that. Los something.
Something like that. Like the bottle kind of curves a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's good. If you haven't tried it, it's worth the buy.
All right,
why do celebrities give their wines all these weird ass names? Just give me something regular I can say. You know how long it took me before I could pronunciate Douce?
Grand
Coromino. I didn't know
Coromino.
what that was.
Grand Coromino is the name of it.
That's the one.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. This year has been a transformative year. What stands out to you guys over the course of everything that happened this year in 2023?
Paul Mitchell.
What are some things that you guys remember about 2023 when you look back on this year, and in martial arts?
Yeah, Paul Mitchell decided they were done not being the number one team and decided we are going to do whatever the heck it takes, and we'll pick up everybody. We'll pick up guys to get other guys, and they grabbed them. They're always the standard. They're Paul Mitchell, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't been the number one team in fighting for quite a while. But even in forms, like there was some contention, like, I don't know, like, yeah, we know the top guys get there, but there's a number of guys that aren't like the number one guy that can beat you. And so it kind of just seemed like Paul Mitchell was like, I'm just going to take all of you. Right. And so that's it. They're the number one team, definitely for forms. They're the number one team. Right.
Chris?
Bailey.
That was my next one.
Bailey. What about Bailey?
What not about him? Like he dominated this year. It was just Bailey. Waco, Nazca, like, got it.
You know what I think though about Bailey is it's not just that he dominated. Like we would just talk about like the Pistons too. Sometimes when you look at like box scores and you look at how things end out and end results, it doesn't paint the picture like of the game. Like I hate just looking at box scores for basketball games. Like it doesn't tell you the real story. Watch the game. And that's the same thing. Like if you just looked at it and went like, oh, Bailey just won again. Like it doesn't paint the full picture. Like actually how he fought and his fighting style, he adjusted. He changed his fighting style a little bit. He's kicking a lot more. And it's crazy to think the best fighter in the country got better, but he did, right? And I don't think we're not, I'm not throwing shade on anybody saying that Bailey's the
thing that's funny about him is he's 22 years old.
I know,
right? When you talk to him, it's like, dog, how long have you been here on this earth? Like when you really talk about how he looks at the game, like he's telling people like, yo, I want y'all to get better. Because I want to beat y'all when y'all get better. It's like your mentality is kind of funny to me. So, like, literally, I'm at King of New York, And he when he would win, and if he would spank him, he'd be like, "Yo, this is a waste of my time." He would come out there and say, "This is a waste of my time." He'd look at me, "This is a waste of my time." What? Jeez, he's literally standing there like, "Oh, I don't want to take a break." And they were doing 2 rounds, so he would do 2 rounds and then stand there like, "No, put me right now. Like, I want to go 4 rounds back to back. Basically, I want to beat this guy by in 2 rounds, and then turn around and fight the next person with 2 rounds." And I'll say this because Tyreek did the same thing. Tyreek was like, "We training. I'm gonna do the same." When you watch Tyreek and Bailey's fight, Tyreek was tired. Bailey was not winded. Like you can tell that he had been training. Like Tyreek had maybe taken a couple. It was not in as good of shape as Bailey was. So it kind of changes everything. So it's just kind of like, oh my God, all right, this kid is serious. So I'm curious. I want to see how he's gonna grow. But yeah, it was yeah. Bailey was a big story this year. Brett, what was a big story in the WKF?
In the WKF has to be Stephen DeCosta's three-peat. His three-peat, it's his 3rd time in a row winning he's in the minus 67 kilogram fighting division. That was big. Honestly, Ali Sofaglu winning gold over Kakuro Nishiyama for forms. No one saw that coming. I mean, actually, I take that back. Jeff Doss saw that coming. We were on a conversation like 3 weeks before the World Championships, and he tells me Ali Sofaglu is going to have a good show. And I'm like, no, Jeff. Like, maybe if this was 2014, like Ali Sofaglu hasn't been relevant. Like, he's in the mix. He's in the top 8, but he hasn't really won anything in years. He's there, right? He's in the top 8. He's always in the top 8, but he didn't do anything to really beat anybody. Then sure enough, he wins the whole thing and beats the top number 1 and the number 2 guy back to back. And
did Jeff say why he thought he was going to have a good year?
No, just that I think he verbatim he said Ali Sofaglu is one of the best Shotokan guys out there. He's gonna be all right. I think you got to consider him in the mix. And I told him no, I don't think so. I didn't even put him in the conversation as a contender because I just didn't think it was gonna happen. And sure enough, it did. So once again, even Jeff had the inside scoop on what's going on in Budapest in the WKF.
I just realized we are sitting here with inside scoop stuff, right? Like the branding. Just looked at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Oh well. Gene, Flex.
Hold on. I got something. I mean, even though I don't follow, our activity as closely as you guys, but for me, it's Morgan retiring. That was the biggest thing for me.
Yep.
And being at the MSKC banquet back in November, and they played this video. You guys seen it? I think they put it online, and they played it. And then after it, Morgan got a standing ovation. And she was real emotional about it. And then, of course, the family gets emotional also about it. Avery missed it. He came in right at the end, but that was a touching moment. And especially me and you, we talked. Like I always say, like, how long is she gonna go? Like she's done everything.
Well, I'm mad that they didn't tell me that was going to be there. That it was going to be the last one, because we had talked about it. I knew it was coming. I didn't know when it was coming. I knew I think the end of last year. I just asked her a question. I said, "You only fought once, twice this year?" She said, "Yeah." I knew right then that it was coming to an end. I didn't know when. I just thought it would be more of a slow rollout, like fight once or twice a year, pop up every now and then, do the Jack Felton type thing. You know what I mean? Like just pop out once or twice a year, win, then go back into the cubby hole, go back to living life, right? Mm-hmm. So I thought that was seriously. Seriously.
Fade to black, huh?
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead. I thought that was what was going to happen, but yeah, that was a big story because I would have been there if.
Okay, that was going to be my question: is if they would have told you, would you have been there?
He would have been there. Yeah, he would have been there.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
But then, even with that, then okay, so because I think about this too, Travis. Not just like with Morgan, because obviously you not knowing about that, like that's just nutty. Come on now, right? Like, of course you should have known. That should have been out there. But other people, like I do kind of like and appreciate, like, all right, this is a retirement finals. You know, this is it. This is this person's last performance. But you don't know that unless you're in the finals and you happen to hear them announce that.
Right.
But if you knew that, like, this was going to be Matt Emmig's last year, going into that year, they would treat you would.
She would have got a Kobe-esque Kareem Abdul-Jabbar style go away, like whenever she popped up at a tournament, whether she was fighting or not, they would have been parading her. And I think with her personality, she didn't want that. What does that say?
I don't know. Press any button to activate something.
You pressed any button, it went away.
I didn't press anything, just whatever.
But I think about that too. Just like, all right, would you, whatever competitor, forum fighting, whatever, that you were kind of generally friends with within the days of competition, if you knew that year was going to be their last year, would you probably get a picture or two with that person? I would think so, right? You know,
not as a competitor, no. No way in the world I would have taken a picture with. No way in the world I would have taken a picture with Ray or Trevor or who else. There's no way in the world I would have did that. But afterwards, like, yeah, like now, yeah, see him walking around, yeah, happy to get a picture, you know, yeah, what's up, having conversations, yeah, but
well, let's say this though, Trav.
I'm trying to beat you that day. So I'm in a completely different mode at that point, like, nah.
Retirement or not.
Yeah,
well, let's say
and if I won, then yeah, I'm good. You probably not gonna want to take a picture with me afterwards. If you want, I don't want to take a picture with you afterwards either. So it just this is what it's gonna be.
I don't believe that, and I'm gonna explain why. I knew you would say that, but I don't believe that. Let's say you knew when Pedro's last year was gonna be, and you knew, like, well, I'm not gonna be at the last tournament of the year. This is it. This is literally the last time I'm gonna be in the same building as Pedro Xavier while he's competing. You really trying to tell me you're not trying to go over and talk to him?
If he did it, it'd probably be at the hotel bar or in the hotel later on. I don't think it'd been on.
I'm telling you right now. What's up, Will? I'm telling you right now. I would not have gotten it. I don't talk to anybody. I know you don't.
I know you.
Yeah, I don't talk to people. So this is the most probably prior to this and having the podcast. How often did I talk to y'all?
I know.
I mean, like, I don't talk to people. I just don't. I just like, all right, yeah, okay, cool. I'm not the big talkative person. I'm like, yeah.
That was
so, no, I probably wouldn't have. Now, not Pedro, but if it was like Tank, or if it was like Anthony Price or Terry Kramer, like somebody like that was in that realm, yes, not necessarily.
Well, that's Pedro. Why I said Pedro.
You said why not?
No, that's why
the family tree. It's more the family tree and the people I had a close relationship with. It's more so that.
All right, let's take it another route though. Let's say it was John Valera. Get out of here. It's not even in your competition in no way, shape, or form.
But look, I could be at a restaurant right now and Michael Jordan will walk in. I wouldn't ask him for an autograph or a picture. I just wouldn't do it. It's not me. It's not my personality. I would just like, oh shoot.
But this is
I probably text everybody like, yo, I'm looking at Michael Jordan right now. This is crazy. Then they're like, oh, get a picture. No. Because that's happened a few times. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, it's not me.
Travis is gonna write on the table Jordan rules. That's all he's gonna do.
All right. This actually happened this morning. And this is why I was thinking about it. So this morning is so funny. And my kids was like, one of them was like, hey, Daddy, is there any videos of you fighting? Because we were watching like Kids Are Awesome. All right. So it's actually pretty cool videos on YouTube. They're like, Daddy, is there any videos of you fighting? And I'm like, not any of the good ones where I win a lot, but you know.
I feel you, Alex.
Great tournaments. Like, yeah, nobody saw that, you know. But no, and I can't remember. Zachary picked one out. I was fighting like DeAndre Walker or something like that. Right. And you popped in the ring because it was a team fight. Trav, you popped in afterwards. Yeah. Because after I fought DeAndre, you were the anchor fight. Right after that,
okay.
We didn't fight, right? And then you popped in, and then he goes, "Who's that?" And I go, actually, that's one of Daddy's friends. And he's like, did you fight him? And I go, yeah, but not that time. And he goes, let me see something with you and him. And I'm like, well, that doesn't exist. And I just started thinking about that. And I'm like, that would be just to say like, oh no, these are people. And like, I actually fully believe this is one thing that holds our sport back is we don't have that kind of stuff that we can show the next generation coming forward. They're like, no, look at those guys, right? They don't have to be shaking hands and, bumping elbows. However, we're kind of friendly with each other at times because this is a weird brotherhood that we have. So I think having stuff like that you can showcase to your people, because most of us are martial arts professionals, that you can post up in your schools that like, yeah, look at this is a picture of me and Robbie Lavoie, right? And this is a picture of me and Nikki Carlson Lee, right? Then you're guilty by association.
Yeah, but I think it's more of a time after than while you're in the trenches. Like like I said, like right now, I would have Trevor come to the school if I had a school to do a seminar, and then I would take pictures with Trevor, right? I would have Ray or Jack or Ross come through and take pictures at that point. I wouldn't necessarily say I would take a picture right then. Like it's not like you see a whole bunch of pictures of Kobe and Allen Iverson together. You know what I mean? Like you don't really technically see that. Now, when they're young, you see them when they're old, sitting around talking junk, like him and Tracy McGrady having that conversation about back in Germany when they played against each other.
But I think here's the difference. Those two could still do that. But the guy who was the journeyman backup swingman, I bet you he would love to have a picture with Tracy McGrady right about now.
Depends on that person's personality. I can't see Ron Artest doing that.
Who, Ron Artest?
Yeah, I can't see Ron Artest going up to Kobe when they're not playing against when they're not teammates. like I can't see Ron Artest doing that.
Yeah, I get that.
So, all right. Biggest stories of 2023 for me. I wouldn't say CTE going away. That was actually kind of big. It was shocking for a lot of people. I thought people always constantly ask me about. I thought we did everything we needed to do, and we needed to freshen up the podcast space and hear different voices. So that was kind of like the major reason for me, and I was kind of sitting there like, yo, I think we got either. We're gonna have to revamp the format, or we're gonna have to get very, very honest in our critique and say, screw everybody's feelings.
Yeah,
we about to go in and we're gonna tell everything we know, what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on with these people, what's going on. And it's like, all right,
that would have been ugly.
It could have been. It could have gotten really ugly. I mean, once you do the like Alex, some people are just gonna come up to you, start asking questions, start talking junk and saying whatever. It just kind of gets into you like, okay, look. And when you're trying to build something, you gotta have certain relationships to maintain. Chris is out. He's on the front lines of Waco right now. You know what I mean? Like I can't jeopardize that by having this man say by him. I'm not gonna say because there's been opportunities that have come along that could have come along for Chris that kind of stalled out, right? Like so, it's like it's like, okay, look, hold on, wait. I see where we're going. We got some things. We got bigger things that's bigger than us and our ego. So there's certain things that we need to do that he's building out. Some things that I'm building out. Los was if you ever look at Los's thing, when he's not going through surgery,
right?
It's like he's got all these different things in front of us for his school and everything. So it's like there's certain things that we got to protect, and we need to talk about certain things. What was the biggest surprise? I'll say that. What was the biggest surprise for 2023 for you guys?
That is a good question.
Gene, I'm gonna start with you.
Besides getting engaged, That really was a surprise. That really was a surprise for me. That was more so a surprise for Melissa. She had no idea that was gonna happen. But I've been planning it since February, March. It was a while. I've been working on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, sport karate related or work related, not too much.
What movie did you think you were gonna hate that you actually liked?
It gotta be one of Angel movies. Damn, some of them movies that he be picking are rough. Hold on, man. I gotta look. I don't know. Damn. I try and forget. I mean, you know what, man? The crazy thing is when it's almost 3 years. Next year's gonna be 3 years that Fist Kicks and Flicks been going on, and we're well over 100. Like we're getting close to. I think we had 160. The next one we do
160. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be hard to get to 100. I didn't know it was gonna go that long, and
now you just got momentum,
right?
They ain't gonna stop.
You know what?
Now.
I know what it is. It's the Street Fighter movie that we saw. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. That was pretty good because it wasn't a big budget movie, and Joe and Angel both told me that this originally was made for YouTube, and it was made from their when they explained it to me, it was made as like maybe 10 or 15 minute short episodes, and when we watched them, they combined them all together. Now the series was good, but you can tell that the episodes were written separately, and they didn't fit together as a full movie because they weren't made like that. Yeah. So when they told me about it, we looked it up and we found the movie. We didn't I think we did see it on YouTube. But at some point in time it was on Amazon, it was on Prime, and it kind of got out there. And it was pretty good. It was actually better than the real movie that came out, the feature length that came out back in the day. It was a lot better than that, and actually it was a lot better than a lot of movies that we've seen this year. So I would suggest people check that out. Now, like I said, they combined all of them together, so it's about 2 hours, so the length of a movie, but it just wasn't written to be a full length movie. It was meant to watch as separate episodes. Yeah, because I think they said that it was originally 2 seasons of it, and they just kind of just jammed it all together.
Okay. Cool. Chris?
For me, for
biggest surprise of 2023 for you, I would say sport karate, but anything, like I don't know.
Well, sport karate was I don't think it was a surprise to me, but surprise to the world was our Waco presence. Team fighting, first time winning teams. But the Paul Mitchell pickups, that was a pretty big surprise. Alex mentioned it earlier. That was actually a big surprise for who they picked up.
Yeah. I agree with that because they did all the forms ones.
Yeah. I saw those guys coming. I knew how that was going to work out.
Yeah, that wasn't as big of a surprise, but it was like, okay, that's quite a few. All right. Guess there's no other option than for Paul Mitchell to win because you literally just grabbed every, top 3 divisional competitor almost. But yeah, the amount of fighters that they picked up at one time. I've never seen JPM. I don't know, Trav, you have more history with JPM. Have you ever seen JPM pick up that many fighters at one time?
I mean, the only time they would have done it would be after the Exodus.
I don't think then. No.
They pick up people right away.
They just kind of did like one at a time. It was like
1 or 2.
All right, they grabbed Elias, and then later on they grabbed Alex.
Yeah, because even when
they grabbed Greg.
Even when what's the name of the team? Transworld or Atlantic. Transworld ended. I don't think a lot of them came over to Paul Mitchell. They split between Metro and I think only really my uncle and maybe Anthony for like one tournament was there, and then he went to Metro. But I don't. Yeah. So for the most part, this is probably the biggest size wise pickups that they've ever had.
That might be a trivia question for some people. Some people maybe don't remember that your uncle fought for Paul Mitchell.
Why would they not remember?
Who doesn't remember?
It wasn't a long time that he was fighting for Paul Mitchell.
That's how he finished.
Okay, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it wasn't a long time that he was fighting for Paul Mitchell.
What was it 4 years? 5 years?
92. Yeah, because I got on in 2017. It was 25 years after he got on, so that was 92, and it probably ended around 98 when
much longer. I thought it was 2 years.
No. He was definitely like 92 to 97, 98. But he didn't fight as often.
Way off.
Right, yeah. So he fought 92, 93, 94, and then 95, he kind of slowed down a little bit because that's when he was doing Waco. He was doing Waco. He did Waco in 95, and he did Waco in 97. So he was doing Waco a lot more. And so he didn't fight as much. He didn't go out because at that time the school was his focus at that time because the school started to grow and his goal was trying to get as many people in the school. So he was focused on the school in that time. So he didn't fight as much as he did in the late 80s.
How many active fighting years did he have for JPM then?
I mean, he was still fighting. He would still go to like compete, diamonds, AKAs. And I think he went, because he was at Battle, so he would go to like the bigger ones. He wouldn't go to all of them, right?
I'm still wrong.
Yeah.
Because he still won a Warrior Cup like late 90s, right?
99, but he was on SES at that time. That's when we switched over to SES, and so that was our first year in SES. He won the Warrior Cup in 99. Okay. But yeah, because I think, yeah. Don't give me the line. The biggest surprise for me in this is the growth of the women's division.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like that as a whole. Like Katarina came in just like laying people out, basically. Like, yo, I'm here. Pay attention. Like she starts her year off winning the Warrior Cup over Morgan. Right? Like that happened. It was like, whoa, what happened? Okay, all right. And then she followed it up, and then people started. It made the others get better, right? Like they had to find different ways. They thought they would just come out and use their talent and stuff like that, but it wasn't. You had to find a way around this. So you start seeing him as small as he is, checking Katarina to win at Battle of Atlanta, right? Like really, and you're into it, like watching it, like, yo, how is this going to happen? You're seeing Katana evolve because she can't fight and just her leg she can't kick with this woman like that. Like it's like, okay, this is different. I got to change. And now she comes out and she wins Diamond. She wins.
Yeah, she did change.
Yeah, she had to change her fighting style, so she had to evolve and grow in that. Alexi, watching Alexi grow and fight and through this, watching the Tuitt girls. Like just watching that whole group, watching Keely just popping out of the scene, just kicking everybody in the head everywhere she goes. Like, yo, wait, what is happening right now? Where are these people coming from? These women just popped up. So yeah, seeing that division grow, especially after somebody who's like, all right, if Morgan and Katana not fighting, I don't want to watch that division.
Listen, rewind 3.5 years ago.
And then seeing that the growth of that whole league, that division, in each one of those categories, and each one of them, you honestly, you have your favorites to come out of the division.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't come out of that division, right? Like you have to having Karina come out and win Battle, like wait, what? Like I didn't see that. That was not on my vision board that Karina was going to win Battle. Like it was just like a lot of different surprising things that were happening there. Seeing the Europeans at Amerikit, right? Men. Watching Demetrius and what's the other kid who came over here? Sandro. Peters, that kid, watching him fight, like just seeing it was certain things that I saw this year that was intriguing to me. Watching all the different things pop up and how they fought and all that good stuff. So yeah, that would be my biggest surprise. Brett, you got anything for the biggest surprise?
Well, I kind of already dropped him earlier.
Yeah.
But I would say, at least like what you're talking about with the women's divisions, though, in the open circuits, is you're now seeing tiers, right? So you used to just have your top girls and everybody else. Now you have you have that middle tier that seems like they got a shot to shake up the division every tournament. And I think that now that there's a good group of that middle tier fighters, I think the women's division is going to be super exciting to watch the next couple of years.
Yeah, how do you keep the momentum going so there's no drop off? Because I have, like, my school is split down the middle. I got just as many girls as boys, and I got some mean girls in my school. And the thing is, though, like I was talking with Chris a little while ago, the thing is, as they get older, when they hit 14 to 15, 16, they are also good at other activities, and they're going to participate in other activities. So how do you keep them invested in the sport?
That's the biggest problem that our schools face, because there's no carrot to dangle in front of them. Like in basketball and like other sports, like literally damn near every other sport, there is a college scholarship that you can possibly get to some school. There's nothing like that for this, right? So what are we dangling in front of them? Like that's just a whole. That's just another thing. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, Gene hit it, and he said, like, right now I'm split down the middle. I got just as much boys as I do girls, but I do know when they're all 15, pretty sure I'm going to keep a good percentage of the boys. And I'm just not sure about the girls. And that's not to say that we're not. It is. I'm
thinking like you might not keep a good percentage of the boys either.
Well, it depends on the boys that you have. Like I mean, not to jump in front of you, Alex.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of boys that were like us, Travis, me, you, Ski, Jane, Pete. I don't have that. I have a lot of the other kids who are not the kids that's going to go play basketball and go play football and go run track. It's the other kids who are probably going to stay in the house, play video games all the time, or write a story or draw. They're doing other things. Yeah. And maybe even coding or being a little bit more creative, the creative end of things. And a lot of times those kids come around. I didn't say that.
That's what he's saying.
I didn't say that.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I didn't say that. I'm saying, but I'm just saying those kids, like at least my students, like I already had a talk with them. I already had a talk, and I said who I thought was going to stay and who I thought was going to go once they got there.
You said that to him?
I did. I did.
You're nuts.
I did.
You're probably gonna quit tomorrow.
I did.
You're gonna leave anyway. So
I didn't do it like that. I didn't do it like that. It wasn't like that. No. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. I didn't do it like that. But this is the thing, because the girls are a lot more talented than the boys. As far as my advanced students, right? And I told them that the boys kind of stepped up a little bit more, because I told them, I was like, you guys are gonna be my turtles. I was like, you guys are gonna be my turtles. I don't think y'all are going anywhere, and they stepped up in their training after I said that. Now the girls, on the other hand, they're like,
now imagine if you said that to the girls, y'all gonna be my Power Rangers or something like that. And
I told them
maybe they
I was straight up with them. I said, listen, you're good at soccer. You're good at softball, and you're passionate about those activities. You guys don't come to bow when Joe teaches bow. They're not at the bow class. You guys don't come to jiu-jitsu all the time. They'll do boxing. You guys don't come to spar. So like, I'm just being 100 with them. They not actively going to tournaments. The advanced students. So what I'm just gonna keep it real with them. Who just want to come? Who just wants to come and train? Who just wants to come and just train just for the heck of it as a kid? Like we were still. It is okay, but I mean, we were.
There's money in your pocket. I would think that you.
I want to say, because they're good. They're great, excellent instructors and especially assistant instructors, especially because they're older and they've been around me for a while. But I'm just being 100. Like they know, they have other opportunities. These boys, on the other hand, they don't have those same other opportunities, and they're getting those opportunities in sport karate. Like they are enjoying going out into the intermediate and advanced division and winning. I
And
had
that's
one
what it
kid.
all comes down to. It all comes down to if we enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because the moment we don't, we're done. The moment what we're doing isn't enjoyable for someone else, like they don't need us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gene, hate to tell you this, but it's a 6-point game, but in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Maybe Alex is surprised. I'm not surprised.
All right. Well, all right, Chris, I want to ask you a question. What's your biggest disappointment for this year?
Biggest disappointment for this year?
Yeah, man.
I don't know, actually. Karate related. Well, I mean, one of them was, having to say, yeah, man, and stop CTE. But we had to do what we had to do. And I don't really know. I couldn't call it, big dog.
Alex, what was yours?
Mine's both, because I didn't get to share like my biggest surprise. So mine's
go ahead.
biggest surprise and kind of like a letdown at the same time. My biggest surprise is actually Karate Combat, right? I love Karate Combat. I think Karate Combat is going to be there for a while. I think now, granted, I have not been to the arenas. I've not seen the pit in person, right? So from what I've experienced, I love Karate Combat, right? I think Karate Combat offers sport karate competitors an opportunity to really thrive in a full contact sport that isn't boxing, kickboxing, or MMA. If you just want to be awesome at doing karate at full contact, here you go. There's literally just, there you go. There's a few nuances that you have to be well versed in, but you can literally, just as long as you got good full contact training, you can just step in. I don't want to downplay it too much, but that's what it's kind of designed to look like. And man, if you watched the last fight card, it was basically a headliner, a few good fights, and then sport karate guys, right?
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
And we were in the building. There was a lot of us in that building.
And
Yes,
they
they were.
And they leaned pretty heavily on that. So my downside was Robbie didn't get the fight in the last card.
Yeah.
And Ross losing to that heavyweight. That was a bummer, right? I thought he should have beat that guy, right? But anyway, the guy won.
I mean, the dude was just too big, man.
He was
too big.
And he wasn't going to try to be athletic at all, right? He's not. He's like, I am just going to have to make sure I stay standing if Ross Levine hits me, and then just see if I can quick. I can't be fast. I'm going to try and be quick, right? And all right, that was his only strategy. He had it. I'm fully confident if Ross Levine fights him 10 more times, he beats him 10 more times. That's just me, right? But, I mean, I think if we had a few other of our guys go out there fighting, I think if this existed 15 years ago, we don't have a World Combat League, right? We do this instead, and this is amazing, right? Imagine Carlos ripped up fighting in Karate Combat. How about that? That would be exciting. Al-Jabba Abdul Qadir, right? When they did the World Combat League, imagine them doing that. Jack Felton, right? When he was doing that, imagine them doing Karate Combat instead. It'd be fantastic.
This is an interesting statement. Losing Adam Kovacs as president was devastating.
I don't know enough about that to know that it is devastating or not. I don't know.
Adam was the president for the last. I'm not sure how long, But he's been that. Oh God, I knew it was coming too. I knew it was coming. I was like, yeah, I want to wait till he talks, and then I'm gonna do that.
I don't know how that happens.
I know exactly. It's a timeout issue on my camera for some reason. I don't know why. The other camera was trying to track me. This one just wants to go off every 20 seconds. I mean 20 minutes. So it just is what it is.
All right.
But with that being said,
yes.
We're talking about Adam
has been the president.
Yeah.
For the last,
Adam has
two
been was the president for a while. I cannot think of the new guy's name. Chris, do you know it? I can't think of it.
Remembering off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But he's been around, but his support system that he has for Karate Combat.
Yeah.
And his charisma and his showmanship is kind of what I think they're looking for Karate Combat to use to get to the next level. Yeah. Right? Like he's a character. Adam was kind of more straight laced, right? Straight and just I'm here. I'm gonna do the best I can. Man, I don't want. I wish I had his name real now. I'm gonna find it.
Do you guys think
Asim is his first name? I don't remember. I just can remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can picture him now.
Yeah,
that beard.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah. So he is very more. He's a lot. Even when I was down there down here in Miami for Ray's fight, Elijah's first fight, the tournament where Elijah's first fight was.
Yeah. He was a corner. Yeah.
You saw his personality in there, even in the press conference.
Yep.
Like nobody else really asked a question, but he took the mic and asked a question. Like basically asked the opponent of his fighter, "Are you going to run? You've seen other people running from him. Are you going to run from him?" Like that type of thing. So it was just kind of like, whoa. All right. His presence when he walks in a room, he's going to let you know he's there. So with that, Karate Combat is trying to get more eyes on the sport. They're trying to grow the sport. They're trying to make it larger because they want to make money. Let's just be honest. So they need a charismatic figure in front, like they want. And I think Hasim is that type of person. Now, what are they going to lose behind the scenes? I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to speak on it, so I can't really tell what's going on from that. I'll probably start asking some more questions. And Chris, unless you have some insights on what's going on behind the scenes, I'll leave that to you.
I have a feeling they're going to end up on UFC Fight Pass. That's what I think.
It's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible. I think the biggest thing they're going to have to do, and I'm saying this as a person who's there and is going to multiple of these events. One thing that they're going to have to do is they're going to have seating.
Yep.
It's only so long. No. The VIP has like two sets of bleachers, and then everybody else is standing. And then so if you can't see, if you're not tall enough to see over, you're just in a crowd of people trying to see what's going on and like move your head to try and get a better view of what's going on. They're going to have to address that. They're going to have some seating at some point. And I think they're doing that just so they can get as many people in there as possible, but they need more seating.
Yes.
That looks strange to me. Like when I was watching it, I'm like, this just looks like a big production of like a fighting runoff at the Battle of Atlanta. Right? Because that's what happens. You just get everybody just gathers around, stands up on chairs, and it's
I like that. I like that close feeling that they have. So I don't mind that. They just gonna have that because you're in there. They started at 6. We didn't leave at 11. That's like 5 hours, man. Yeah, it was 5 hours of standing. Yeah, so by the time you get to the end, the last fights, the energy is a little bit drained because you either drunk or you standing. Like it was some people in there was lit. I'm not gonna call out any names. What's up, Canada? But they was lit. But it just was what it was. It was like, yo. So they're gonna have to address that. They're gonna have to get some seating in there, man. And then you got women in there with high heels. They can't be on their feet for 5 hours, bro. Like it just they're gonna have to address that. So otherwise, people are eventually gonna stop going as much. So,
but even the bleachers, like the furthest seat away on the bleachers, is not far away.
No. I mean, it's no real like.
There's no bad
seats,
except
right?
for
like
you're in the
you know
front.
what's the worst seat?
Which one?
The VIP in the pit to me. Like it don't.
Yeah.
It's like
You
yo,
can't see enough. Yeah, I
Pit
can see
side,
that.
because they're gonna move you for the people they want to be seen on television.
Yep.
So they're gonna move you. So even if you're there, they're gonna move you back. So like, and some of the fighters come out and now they're standing in front of you. Like, so if Ross got finished fighting and he wants to go out and watch the fight, he's gonna be standing in front of everybody. Like, right? So Ross would be standing ringside, or Ray or whoever might be standing ringside, and they person like, yo. Now you standing behind them like, yo, So they're gonna have to, do something about that. But
so Travis, would you suggest that they go someplace like Orlando or Atlanta?
So Orlando, they did like 4 or 5 shows in Orlando straight back to back, and they got a good crowd, and I think that helped them being in Florida where a lot of fighters are already training and stuff like that. So I think that helped them. I think Miami helped them. I don't know what happened down in Dominican DR. Yeah. I'm not sure what the crowd was like down there, but in Vegas, being that close and having those sport martial arts people there. So you got the Texas crowd, you got the California crowd to come out, you got other people who just came, like, this was Ski and Ricky's Ski and Ricky's first time. It wasn't Los's, but it was Ski and Ricky's first time.
Yeah.
So people flew out to watch because they had all the karate people, sport karate people. So sport martial arts came out in droves out there and supported.
Well, reason I asked about those two places in general is because they have like sound stages that are not big full arenas, but someplace small that they could use until they grow their audience.
The sound stage
is good for that.
So Orlando was good and bad. It was good because it was on a sound stage and you can in the venue, but it was at Disney, so Disney's a huge
Universal.
place. Yeah, Universal. So it was at Universal, so you had to park a little further away. Yeah, and then walk through Universal to try and find out. And it wasn't like it was like hey, Combat, you go here. It was you had to walk around a little bit to find it, and then it's down this little hole, and then they'll have it was behind an area where
the roller coaster was.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, this is closed off. Oh, I'm going here. Okay, you had to go to the back lot. So it was kind of weird how you ended up going there. Now, Atlanta would be an interesting place to do it because it's a large sport martial arts community. There's a lot of people there who train and fight and stuff like that.
There's a lot of MMA community here as well.
Yeah, a lot of MMA community who's down in Atlanta. So that would be a good one. I don't know if they thought about that, but that would probably be beneficial if they did it down there.
But they had a sound stage over there by like CNN, right?
They got sound stages all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you know what's funny? I gotta find the movie that me and Jermaine are in.
What?
Yeah, none of us
all about it. We were extras in a movie because Ernest was in it was a wrestling movie. So they had us come out and we were like extras in the crowd or whatever the case may be. So we were, and it's like, and I forgot all the people who were in that movie. But yeah, Jermaine sent me, he's like, yo, this is the movie, we in it. And I was like, oh, all right, I forgot about it. I got to actually come up and find it and try and see if I can figure it out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about speaking of like the arenas and where they would put Karate Combat, do you think it should just be in one spot? Like this is just where it is? Or do you think it should travel?
I think it should be in one spot for now.
I do too.
They did it in Orlando. They did it for a while in Miami. I think Vegas might be. I think Vegas might be a little too expensive.
Right.
Yep. To keep it there, and I think California might be too expensive. I think they need to stay in the Southeast or Texas. They might, but Texas is a little different. I don't know what the support you might get in Texas, so that might be a little different. But maybe. But yeah, I think if anything, I think they should come back to Florida, Orlando, Miami.
Yep.
and do it down here or Atlanta would be
Did you
good.
say that they did one in Atlanta before?
No.
No,
That
they
would
did all over the place. They were like overseas for a while. They did it in New York for a little bit, and then when they started,
the one back they fought in LA, but they didn't have like any crowds back
yeah.
then. They didn't have any.
So I think going where the martial arts community is, which is in the Southeast, I think they would do well. I wouldn't be shocked if they did well in like South Carolina. If they did one in South Carolina for some reason, like
Right.
did it on the beach or something like that. That might be a little bit different. Like, but yeah.
Here's something. Speaking of like surprises and things we didn't see coming, what about Michael Page? Him doing bare knuckle, which I thought was nutty. Like, don't do that, right?
Especially with Mike Perry, like.
And
yeah,
but him, he's got a UFC deal now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is there a fight happening anytime? Is there like anything announced?
Probably Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I think they said this. When is it supposed to be? March, February?
Yeah, 298, 299 or something like that. Because I don't think it's on 300.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So we're getting the predictions
I don't know if that's been signed or not, but it's been teased for a while. Since even before he signed.
Yeah. So I guess we'll skip it. Let's go into predictions. 2024. Brett, you've been quiet the last few minutes, so I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Predictions for 2024. Actually, I'm gonna stay in the open circuit. I think there's a couple fighters that might shock some people this year, just from what I've seen in the past year. So, number one, she's from your guys' area up there, Yasmina Ayude, right? She's from. She fights in the lighter females divisions, right?
Yeah.
I watched her fight. The way I watched her fight from Detroit to Orlando, huge difference. And then I watched her fights from Toronto. She looks relaxed. She looks like she's having fun. I think next year she might shock some people in the sparring divisions. She looks like, that when you get those fighters that just get to that point where like they're not on cruise control, but they just look like they're enjoying fighting.
Yeah.
I think that's where she's at right now. She's really enjoying it. She looks super smooth. And like I said, when we watched her in Detroit, she had one of the toughest, closest fights in Detroit. That same fight in Orlando was not close. Mina walked right through her. So she's making. I think she's gonna do some things in 2024. So
with Mina, I think that's another woman that I enjoy watching her grow. The Battle of Atlanta was big for her because she actually had some success there, and it grew her confidence. Right, so she won the light middleweight division in the Battle of Atlanta, and then ended up losing to Katarina in Grants. Right, and I think in open weight, let me go back and look at it. She was in. I think she was in the final. I think she might have gotten to the final 4 or final 6, something around there in the open weight. Because I think I think she got to the final 4, and Alexi beat her, and then Himina beat Katarina for open weight final. So because of that, going that far, and then she turned around and won the division, her confidence got better. So then the next week when she fought at WKC, or was WKC first? WKC was first. So winning gold at WKC Nationals and then winning battle just kind of got the bug for her, and then she started having more confidence when she fights. So yeah, I agree with you. I want to see growth from her. I want to see her continue training and getting better. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that.
But yeah, that's at least on the open circuit. That's what I've been seeing on the open circuit. On the traditional circuit, and Ray Chinnan, he's American competitor. He did 2 tournaments last year, won both of them. And we don't know when we're going to see him next. He's not registered for the first 2 tournaments. It seems like he's kind of hit or miss on where he's going to come out and compete. But when he does compete, he wins. And so, it's just one of those things. I don't know if he's doesn't have the sponsors to go to do these huge tournaments or not. I don't know where it's at with him, but he's another American that can make a big presence in the male kata division, and I think he'd be right up there with Ariel in the top. I think he'd make the top 10 by the end of next year if he made it to enough tournaments.
All right. I got a prediction that the Pistons will win games in 2024. Just so you know, it's 5.5 minutes left in the game. The Pistons are up 3. 99-96. So they're up 3. So we'll see.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna say something, Travis. That's gonna hurt them boys so bad if they lose that game. That's going to hurt.
Dude, they were up 22-8 in the last game in the first quarter, and then blew it. It was like,
I'm saying,
right.
this is going. They're right now. They're thinking, okay, we about to get over that mountain.
But they keep having problems closing games, so it is what it is. But I will say this: I should have bet the money line because they were 17-point dogs. So I should have bet that.
Yeah,
line. I thought it was more than that. Was it that? I thought it was more.
Last time I checked, it was like 17. I saw 17.5, 17. I didn't know if it was that. It went down. I think it was so. I think it might have started out as a huge number, and then people kept betting on that money line. Like, yo, fam, they're not gonna lose. They can't lose 17 by 17. So,
do you bet?
They look like they're gonna lose by 17. So,
do you bet often on NBA games?
No. I actually stay away from betting. To be honest with you, I honestly stay away from betting. Like I see how everybody's on these apps and stuff, and they betting, and it's like $5 here, and then when you look at how much you actually bet over the year, and it's like $1,000 you done lost.
Right.
Yo, fam, I'm not doing that, but it is what it is. I understand it, but they made it so easy to lose money, and I don't like losing money.
Correct.
So,
we don't.
We got a prediction for 2024.
I'm going to go out.
I'm going to say this. I have a surprise. I just found out. I just thought about another surprise. I was looking at the results. Caitlin McMillan.
Yeah.
Doing weapons this year. I mean, just competing this year. I did not see that coming. She has won a lot of she's beaten a lot of these top women, and I didn't see this. I think this is her first year, to be honest. I think this is her first year
as an adult.
Yeah, as an adult. So that one was kind of shocked me. I was like, oh, okay. I remember. I think at U.S. Open. U.S. Open. Has she won?
This is her first year as an adult.
Yeah,
so,
that's weird. It just kind of feels to me like she's been there like 2-3 years.
But yeah, no. Caitlin, watching Caitlin win, that kind of just I was like, oh, all right, okay, let's go. But yeah, that was a quick one. But yeah, predictions for 2024, Alex.
I think that Enrique Latona fights the majority of his tournaments overseas.
Is that really a prediction?
I don't know that he's gonna fight. I don't know that he's gonna fight very much in the States at all. I don't have any info. I just have this gut feeling. I have a gut feeling he's gonna get picked up by Proper. That he'll be the only non-Italian on the team.
Is that been said already? Or is that just like a rumor that he's getting picked up by?
I haven't heard anybody say it. I haven't. Maybe I'm just repeating something.
Chris?
Come on, man.
As soon as we get on, Chris gonna be like, "Yo, this is where he's going," and it's
No. I got no information on that one. I got nothing. But
okay.
Where would you like to see him go?
Where would I like to see him go? It all depends on what he wants to do. I don't know if he wants to fight around here in the States or if he wants to go to Europe. If he wants to go to Europe, it seems like Proper is going to be a good bet on that one. If he wants to stay here, I don't know.
Did you know what's funny is if you look at it, if he was never on a team and you look at all the teams and you go, gosh, where would he fit best? It'd be top 10 USA. The team he just left. If you look at it, you'd be like, that would be the best team for you.
You think?
I do think. I think, but like Chris said, it depends on what he wants to do. And I do think that he wants to fight more in Europe. Look at his style, man. That's where he wants to be.
Yes, that is correct. Connor is on proper, and he's not an Italian. So
Okay, yeah, we knew that. Okay, you're not used to this by now. I say things in a lot of exaggerations. Okay, welcome to the show.
He's not wrong, people. He's not wrong.
No, I don't know. I mean, here's something way out there. Maybe Corrali. Who knows? They don't really have an ambition. They don't really need to, but I don't know. They sure picked up Chris Aston, which was I couldn't believe. But that was more of a relationship thing with he and Christian. But I mean, I just think maybe the proper thing that could be something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if he's leaving, that means that he's looking for there's something that he wants that he was missing that he needs. What that is, I don't know because I haven't spoken to him, so I honestly don't know what it might be. But if it's for him to compete internationally more, maybe just maybe he is tired of coming over here and fighting in America, right? Like maybe he wants to go more down. Maybe it's a team down in South America that he wants to devote more resources.
Team Stars down there in Mexico,
right? And really grow that. And because it's a lot of tournaments down in South America to fight in, so
a lot of them down there.
Yeah, it's a lot of events that are down there. So maybe that's where you want to focus more over there and not just go over to Europe. But he might just want to just focus on there and then go over to Europe and take that All Stars team or whatever.
Team Stars.
Yeah, Team Stars. Take them over to Europe, and just lead that team. It doesn't necessarily have to be coming back to NASCA. Right, like you just every now and then you might pop up and like, all right, I'm here, I'm gonna kick you in the face, I'm gonna go. So I've done it.
And as far as sponsorships, he doesn't need a team sponsorship to be sponsored. There's lots of different ways to do this thing
nowadays.
This is correct.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, he could be an individual athlete sponsored by Top 10 or whatever, maybe Century even. They do that. So who knows? But if he was to be on a team that would fit best for him, relationships aside, because relationships change everything, right? I kind of think it would be Top 10 USA, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think, Trav? What do you think the best team for him to be on would be?
Woo!
Do you really think? Well, yeah, they don't have any lightweights, so I suppose
Sean's not on the team anymore. They don't have anybody on that light side.
That's a good point.
Sure. Honestly,
I can't see that happening. I mean,
I don't see it happening either. I don't know anything, so I don't know. But I mean, what if? Just what if? What if he dons the purple and gold?
I thought about that.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
But I know that Enrique wants a certain amount of coin, and you don't tell Joe Greenhaw what to do.
I mean, when we ask this, Chris, quick question: is Kevin fighting this year?
As far as I know.
Okay.
So that team would be, Bailey, Kevin, Brandon, and Ben.
What up, Ant?
What up, Ant?
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. So it is what it is at this point, but yeah.
Yep.
All right. Gene, you got a prediction for 2024?
Yeah, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a busy year. There's something that you don't know, Travis. That
I know.
Huh?
What don't you can't say it. If it's something I'm not supposed to know online, I might know.
No.
Okay.
No. Joe and Angel and I have decided that we're going to start debating listeners. So we're going to do a show that we're going to broadcast. I think we talked about doing that, recording that on Tuesdays. Because we get a lot of feedback from people, who have comments on, what we say about movies. So if you want to verse us, and it's not gonna be long, maybe a 15-20 minute show that we do, and we just debate people about the last week movie. So we were going to do it the movie, our next show that we do, we were going to have people come on that, and I was like, well, we're going to end up talking about the previous show, let's just do something separate. So what we're going to end up doing is just letting people come on Tuesday nights, and we're going to go live with it. We're going to watch our language. And we're just going to voice our point of view, so.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So it's gonna be busy, man. So between that and I talked with Steve. We're gonna get the jiu-jitsu MMA show going also, and whoever else wants to join that and talk some jiu-jitsu and MMA can jump on that with us also. And that's it.
Well, since we're announcing shows, I guess it's time for me to.
Yeah, this is right about that time.
It's about we're in here, so I guess it's time for us to announce the show. Let me come on.
What you got?
It's gonna be good. The suspense is killing me.
It's I didn't make anything. I was supposed to, but because somebody bought our parents iPhones, I had spent the whole day setting up those dogs on iPhones.
Is it fixed? Is it work? Are they working?
Dad's works. Mom's doesn't, because Mom's phone is so old it will not transfer the data.
Oh my God! See, this is why. This is why.
Her phone is set up. It can make calls and can text, but there is no contacts. There's no phones. No photos. It just keeps crashing out. So it's like I've been trying all day trying to get this thing to transfer all the stuff over, but it just.
What is it, like an iPhone 2? What is that?
No, they had some. And don't piss me off, Alex. That's gonna make me mad, because they know they had me sit there and tell them what type of phones to get, but they don't listen to me. They go and the salesperson talks them into getting something else. Like I sat there, I circled, I wrote down notes for them and said, "Here, take this to the store, give this to the salesperson. This is what you want." They come back with some old Samsungs. It was old at the time, but because the salesperson told them it was free, they took them. And
I mean, it can't be free.
So for Christmas, I went out and I bought them. I bought them iPhones for Christmas. So they're down there with Trav, and I said, just, hook them up for them. So
yeah. Well, I spent like 4 or 5. I was on it. Like, this is about why I was so late getting on this call, because I was literally trying to get this thing fixed, and then I ate dinner, and I was like, all right, I hadn't set up anything over here, but it just is what it is. So, all right, new podcast that will be out after the beginning of the first year. It is Ice Cold Combos with Jack Felton and Chris Walker.
Make this up.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a while now. So yes, and literally when I was in Vegas, Jack walked up to me and said, "Yo, when we start?" Because I got a lot of stuff to say.
Nice.
All right. So I was like, so whenever you guys are ready, he's like, we're gonna record on Sundays, gonna put them out. So they'll be out on Mondays. Monday mornings they'll be out with their podcast leading into Inside Scoop later on. But yes, Ice Cold Combos with Jack Felton and Chris Walker. And I'm going to say this: there may, hey Chris, there may be a spinoff show.
Or a small segment or something.
Or a small segment on their show that you guys are going to enjoy. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I can't wait to watch that segment.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah, that's going to be good. So, yeah. So this show is going to be, I think a lot of people are going to like this show. It's going to be different. It's going to be good. It's going to be a different perspective. Like I said, it's going to be different. It's only so long y'all gonna hear my voice and see it. I'm trying to present other people and put them in front and talk, so I can actually keep making things behind the scenes, like our website that we created. I created this year that has pretty much every top sport martial artist on there with videos, their stats, different things. I'm still posting stuff like the battle. Like a lot of like you guys saw me at these events, and you like, yo, he never put out none of these videos that he got from here. That's because it's only going to be on our platform. You're going to have to go to our platform and watch it. It's going to be up. A lot of them are already up. I think WKC is up. I think Summer Battle, of course.
Ah, I did it again.
Oh, of course.
It's like 25 minutes, Travis.
Yeah. Anyway, we're about to end anyway, but it's about I think Battle of Atlanta's up there, WKC's up there. What else is up there? AmeriKick is up there. I mean, AKAs is up there. I'm still working on US Open AmeriKick. Battle of Atlanta, I think only things left is men open weight. That still has to be posted up, but everything else is up there. Capital Classics.
What was the site again, Trav?
Yes, Chris. I'm gonna put it on here as opposed to telling everybody they don't know what it is.
Yeah, see. If we talking about all this fire, they got to know where to go.
Yes.
You came back and you're blurry, Trav.
We're out of focus, man. You know, look, man, it is what it is at this point.
He said we
I'm frustrated. Look, you can tell I haven't been on live and streaming in a long time. Okay, all right. So it's martialartsinternetwork.com, and each one of the shows are up there. All the past shows, that even stuff that you haven't seen or listened to, it's up there. The videos are going to be up there. All of that stuff is on there. Matter of fact, let me go on here and just share some real quick for y'all. Share tab. Yeah. Look who's still up there. My goodness. So we have rankings. Look at this. We got the rankings of everybody up here. Like who's the top competitors? You know what I mean? Up here. Still have to do the Waco Worlds. I have to put those in there. So like if you go in here, let's say you have Rashad. Let's see Rashad. Oh, look at that. Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. And then you got all his accomplishments, what he's done over the last couple of years, all the different videos that he has. Like he's got 37 different videos. You want to see Rashad compete? You got him. It's all right here. Just go right to the page and you can watch all of this stuff. You try and go to our YouTube page. It's not even just our YouTube page. That's the crazy thing. Look at this. Top 10. This is what's the name? Brandman Band. Sport Martial Arts. That other channel. Videos from all of them on there, man, because YouTube is public domain. I can put anything on here. So therefore, you guys want to watch, you want to study somebody, it's right here. You know what I mean? Y'all want to go see how I'm just saying, you want to see how Billy does his blitz. You want to see Tyson Ray how he does it. Yeah,
this would have been an amazing tool to have in my competitive days. Wow, this would have been so cool.
Yeah. So you got the competitors, we got the tournament videos. So you got the tournament videos. You can see. Oh yeah. We got King of New York is already up. We got Arctic Challenge, aka Starcade, Cowboy up, Team US, WKC, Battle Atlanta will be up probably tomorrow. I have to make the little graphic for it. That's the only reason why it's not up yet. But yeah, we're ready, man. Like. This is the first thing. This is the first thing. I'm gonna tell it right now because I know nobody else. Because other people gonna try it and do what I'm about to do and do what I'm about to say. I'm gonna tell you right now. Guess what? I've been the last year and a half. What I've been working on is fantasy sports. Like honestly, I'm right there to finish it up. The fantasy sports part. So these same people, you can be pulling in your own fantasy and doing that type
your
of
own teams. You could do what we did.
Exactly. So it'd be right there.
Because fantasy sports are a big deal.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Speaking of, in our Inside Scoop fantasy football team, it's Jeff and I in the final. Yeah, that's right, Troy Sexton. I beat you last week.
For the first time, one of the Feltons isn't in our final. It's me and Jamal.
Rashad, I do. I actually do have that. Matter of fact, it's probably on here somewhere. Because you were right in front of me when you did the Webster kick. Like it's just all of that is right here. Like the Webster kick, you You threw a kick. He threw something on here that was crazy to me. That was I just haven't had time to clip up a lot of this stuff, man. But yeah, it's on here. You do that. All that stuff is on inside here. So go ahead, go to Martial Arts Internet Network, mainternetwork.com, and
Bang.
start playing around with it.
Hey, I'm really excited
Spit hot
about the
fire.
Ice Cold Combos show because you and Jack, Chris, you and Jack you're just such opposite personalities,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
That sounds like somebody else. Sounds like another show we have.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if anybody who's really gotten a chance to hang out and talk to Jack a little bit, I mean, he is an introvert, but when he does open up on a topic or something, like, yeah, it'll surprise you that, like, oh man, I didn't know that you talked this much, right? Because
That sounds familiar as well.
right. This is also that's true. But he does. He picks that. And Chris, like, you're a man after my own heart. Like, you are out there, you are talkative, and people know where you're at and what you're doing. I just think this is gonna be a cool combo. Plus, you guys got such a history together.
I'm really looking forward to this one. Me and this
Real
dude.
quick, I just want to say it's 8.7 seconds left.
Oh my
The
God.
score is 106 to 108. Boston.
Boston. We know. It ain't going down.
Just is what it is.
Meanwhile-
people. Just is what it is. 28 in a row, baby. But we're
They
going
gonna-
to lose by 17.
They gonna cry. They gonna cry on the bus.
You saw you saw him leave, like, when he walked up the stage and he was crying, like, getting ready to cry, right?
Cool.
It's Cade.
No, I did not see that.
It was
I don't
like
want
when
I
they
don't
tied
want to
it.
see it, man.
When they tied it two games ago. When they tied the tied and they tried their best, and he just walked off. He was just you could see it in his face. He's about to cry. It's like,
I
ugh.
believe it.
Yeah. Yes, for the real quick, tournament of the year.
That's a good question.
Battle. I wasn't at Diamonds, but it probably
That battle was nice to us, so I like that call. They were nice to us.
it was good. It was a good event.
Yeah.
AKA.
Ocean State, aka. You said AKA?
AKA.
He's the AK.
I'll probably go with Ocean State, even though I didn't get to go there, so I can't really say it. So, but I thought they had a good turnout, good competition there.
Yeah, they did. They did well. It's
Yeah,
been good the last couple of years.
Does anybody have any insight on when the Irish Open is going to grace us with its presence again?
Not
when
next-
is Rusty gonna stop fighting Ukraine?
They still got all the
All the refugees?
yeah.
Yeah, that's where they living.
That's why they-
Overtime, Travis.
Go to a
Really?
venues.
Let's go! I'm gonna have to get off this call and start watching this game. I want to celebrate, man. Jeez. Let's win. Quebec Open. Rashad said Quebec Open. I can't read that.
No, don't
Hold
read
on.
that.
Huh?
Nothing. Wow. Podcast.
Oh, shoot. No.
Bro, let's try.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Certain things that, like I said, we're just not going to.
Yeah.
We're not going to say on here. Kristen, you can say it when, anyway.
Right.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. All right. Event of the year for you, Brett.
Yeah, I would say fighting wise has to be just the fights I've seen. It had to been Battle of Atlanta. Just from a point fighting perspective, what I saw there was all the videos was great. I only went to one NASCAR this year, so I don't think it was the best one, and I only went to one. So
Yeah, it wasn't. I remember. I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah, it wasn't. No. I'm not gonna trash on it because we didn't get treated right. So, but I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. Like it is.
We spent most Friday night, Trav, you and I talking.
Yeah.
Setting the podcast up, so it wasn't like there was much going on for us to watch.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they didn't do a good job. It just was what it was. It just didn't do a good job.
So,
matter of fact, skip it. Caps. Skip it. They didn't do a good job. This wasn't. It just didn't do a good job.
Every
Great
tournament has a
location.
down one.
I'll
Diamonds has down tournaments. Every tournament's got a down tournament.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that next year is going to be that way. Just
Right.
is what it is.
It doesn't mean that. It just is what it is. They didn't do a good job this year. There was a lot of things that I just thought weren't that great.
Rashad, that was one of my predictions for next year, for 2024.
Vice City. Hey, look. Let me say this.
Listen. Next year, I didn't get to talk about my predictions about next year. Next year's gonna be a big year.
Yeah.
A lot of things starting and rumbling.
I gotta give Damien credit. Like I enjoyed Vice City, right? I enjoyed their setup. I enjoyed the event, the competitors. Just watch. That's gonna turn over into a big thing. That's
22 predictions. Big thing.
You want to say something about it, Chris? Something, Chris?
No, there's a lot of things moving in the karate world, the sport karate world. A lot of Waco things moving, getting movements. USA Sport Karate, Vice City specifically. Their big signature. Like there's a lot of rumbling. So prediction 24 is a lot of new things coming. That should
have been a. I shouldn't necessarily say a big surprise, but that should have been a big story.
One of the big.
That should have been a big story that USA Karate and Waco
have. Well, I think together. The reason why, Trav, is just because it was just a long process. Like it didn't just it wasn't a phone call and they go, yeah, here, we're gonna do this thing. It was a process that really took a long time.
Correct. Yeah, but it might not be a surprise when we first start talking about big story. I think we should have mentioned that one. Now as I think about it, that one should have been mentioned.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
That's funny. As I talk to Rob, I talk to Rob like 3-4 times a week.
Right.
And he asks me, he's like, "Wow, what should I do? Who should I get?" And I just throw pipe dream stuff out there, like, "Yeah, go get Jeremy Roque. We'll see how. If you really wanted something, let's go see. Go get that guy. Like, how the heck did you actually do it? Right." And he was asking me, he's like,
tell you.
but even you, Chris, he's like, "Dude, I need more coaches. Alex, I need you to travel around and be a coach." Like, I am not going to be that guy. That's not going to be me. And he's like, "Well, who do I get?" And I was like, "Well, you should start with Chris Walker, and then you should figure it out from there." Right. And then just all the other guys, like every person, like if you look at the national team, if they would have just been like, "I want this person and I want this fighter," well, they kind of got him right for the most part. Like, and it's just crazy. He just worked
Waco this year was fantastic.
And decades.
It's only going to be bigger. I can't like for me, like we got a lot of things brewing. February are nationals in Orlando, so it's not in Tennessee. It's in Orlando. Qualifies for Junior World Championships in Budapest. Seniors qualify for Pan Americans, which were in Brazil last year, but may or may not be
really
in Brazil
interesting
coming up years, and then that qualifies you for World Combat Games. Like it's a lot of stuff, bro. It's everybody wants to know how to get to World Combat Games. This is how you get to World Combat Games.
Yeah,
there you have it, people. Well, it's not really time of the year right now. What am I doing?
Sorry.
No, I like I got this up for the time of the year. It's like it's not the time of the year. What are we talking about?
So, y'all want more information? I know people.
Yeah. All right. We got anything else? Gene, got anything?
No, that's pretty much it, man. I said everything.
Brett, you got anything?
I have nothing more to add.
You guys all going to be in Chicago?
No.
I'm not going to be. I want to be, but I'm not going to be there. Like I said, I ain't worked in a year. I gotta reserve some stuff real quick. I'm flying from Florida up there, like to be in the cold and I'm good. All right. But if something happens and I have to go up north, maybe. It's earlier than I thought. It's just in 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
12th to 13th. Yeah. It is. That's crazy.
Oh, last thing, make sure you guys go in ahead and buy some t-shirts, people.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get me some
Like
too.
merch
I
like
keep forgetting
this.
about that.
and-
Exactly. You know,
Trav got on.
you know what I mean? So all this stuff is on their website. Make sure you guys go there and get it.
Oh, wait.
Happy New Year, Richard.
What's the highest
Uh,
selling shirt?
What is?
Yes.
Shut up, Alex. Shut up, Alex is the hottest selling shirt. Like everybody wants to say, and some of these people are buying it just to tell somebody else named Alex to shut up. Like,
I know.
it's hilarious.
So many
It's just
double
hilarious to me. But yeah. But all right, people. Thank you for a great 2023. We can't wait to show you more things and be innovative and push the envelope in 2024. So much more is coming to you in 2024 that you guys don't even know. But yes, all that is coming soon in 2024, and it starts in what, 4 days? Whatever. Yeah, 3 days, whatever.
Yeah.
4 days. So yeah, thank you. We'll see y'all next year. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.